Yeah, good. So I'll get started here. So again, my name's Jason. I'm the owner of J&M Carpet Renewal. Carpets so clean, they're fit for a king. And we have the pleasure of introducing Miss Lauren. And Lauren has a great testimony, and I'd love for her to tell it the best she can, but I'll help us by asking a few questions. So before you knew your upholstery was dirty, what was it like before you had our service? So tell me what happened, like
Yeah,
why
I
you got it clean.
sure. I have two kids and two dogs, and nothing crazy, just normal wear and tear over. I think we've had the sofa and chairs for about 2 years, so they're just starting to look a little bit dingy. There were a couple of like food stains and that kind of thing on them.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So it sounds like that kind of answers my next question. So what concerns were you trying to solve? You were trying to impress your in-laws that were coming in and your husband and your kids and just have brand new furniture all over again, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
exactly.
And then where did you start your search for like upholstery cleaners, carpet cleaners? What'd you do first?
Yeah, what I have been doing for home services is getting on Yelp and using their like compare quotes service. So I'll start by looking for the company with the best reviews and request a quote, and then allow them to send me quotes from a few other services as well. So I found you all. You had the very best reviews. So that's where I started, and then they sent me a few competitive quotes as well.
Right. And then what made our service okay? So let me give a little background. So Lauren had uh we sent her the price. I think you had a small sectional and then like two kind of big lounge chairs, right? And it's kind of our flat rate. I think it was like 75, 75, and then 225 or something. It was around like 400, 425, 450 bucks.
Right.
And you were like, oh, darn it. I thought it was going to be half that price. And then you got another competitive quote from another guy. We can call him XYZ for the sake of this video monial. Uh, but you said they came in at like 250 for all those same pieces of furniture.
Yeah, and I had gotten on the phone with them to discuss the quote. They had some questions before giving me that price, and so I
Yeah.
answered all the questions. They knew that I had two kids and two dogs, and that was the price that they quoted. And not having done upholstery cleaning before, I didn't understand why there would be such a difference in the prices.
Mm, mm. Okay. And then so would you say next question would be what was the obstacle that prevented you from originally hiring our company? Would that be just simply kind of price?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it was just the difference in pricing, and my own not knowing what would be driving that difference in pricing, which I sent you a note saying, "Hey, can you help me understand this?" And you mentioned quality and service, and I said, "Okay, well, I'll give this a try." Like eyes wide open, knowing that I might experience a quality difference.
Yeah, in our industry, unfortunately, they call them bait and switch cleaners. And so how I get around that is full transparency pricing. Like go to my website, you're getting the same as the guy next door. And then also on my price list, we have a sweet undercover video of four bait and switch cleaners. So they'd go in, your price at $499 a room, and you get there and it's like 800 bucks, you know? So some cleaners, and that's what I always try and forewarn people. Some cleaners are bait and switch. They know if I can just get in your door, you've already prepped the carpet or the upholstery or the tile and grout or area rugs to be clean. You're like, you kind of felt strong armed into doing it, you know, or like, okay,
Oh,
I guess
totally.
this is the price, especially if this is your first time doing it.
Right. And what happened in our case was I was at my office for work when the person showed up. So I had done the background work, and my husband was the one working from home that day. And so he received the person and he was like, "But the guy is so nice." Like he like got here and said, "Oh gosh, you have dogs," like it was a surprise. And then like more than doubled the price. And but my husband was like, maybe we should just do it because he's so nice. It's like
So
that.
he did. So they quoted 250, came in, and then what?
And then the what they said on site was more like 525.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Got it. I didn't catch that one when you sent me the note on Yelp. I was like, oh man. So okay, here nor there. So you said yes. He cleaned it, and then what happened? So before you came back to us, like what happened?
Oh no, sorry. So we just said no.
Oh,
Because yeah, we felt like there was a bait and switch. And then it was like
oh,
a tactic for them to send the nice guy to the door, and double the price.
got it. Okay, I thought they cleaned, did a horrible job. You wasted $250. Now we came in. Okay, cool. That's good to know. That's what's up. Yeah. So bait and switch. Boom, folks. Bait and switch. Watch out.
Yeah.
Um, so then you hired us. We came. I had one of my lead technicians, Randy, who's one of my certified technicians through the Carpet and Rug Institute. Biggest thing, folks, I do not let a guy drive a van or operate a van or in somebody's home, until they're trained by me, vetted by me, and also take a 3-day course and pass a 160 question test by the Carpet and Rug Institute before they get to your house. So they have to do all that in order to operate a van, know the equipment. It's one thing when they're following me for 2 weeks, and seeing how the product, run the hose, turn on the water, spray this detergent, this for pet, upholstery, yada, yada. But then I need them to know why, so they can be a nerd when it comes to carpet at your house and, know the language. So that's our biggest thing that separates us from someone like Stanley Stinker or something else. So what made you happiest about working with our company?
Yeah, I mean, it was the transparency, I think, from the beginning, just knowing exactly what I was getting. And then the quality was great. I mean, I obviously don't have a comparison because I didn't let those other folks in my home. But the quality was great. He was really clear about the dry time, left like a spot cleaner for us. I read like some reviews that were concerned about like a chemical smell. We didn't have any of that. It aired out really well, and I'm pretty sensitive to it. Having kids and pets, I want to make sure that it feels safe in the space, and we didn't have any concerns with that.
Nice. Love it. What's the main reason you would recommend our company?
I think it's transparency and quality again, not to like be super redundant, but in a space where there is like such a wide range of both of those things of
Yeah,
pricing, transparency, and equality, I would just not hassle with the low ball like quotes that you get.
love it. Um, what about our business surprised you the most?
It was
That's a
really
tough question.
fast and efficient. I expected it to take longer, to be more disruptive. We have people working from home, kids coming and going, and it was really fast and not disruptive. And Randy was super nice and
Cool.
transparent. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, that's especially, Zoom chats and business meetings. Everyone's from home. It's like we've had to, or there was one house we did. She had 9 cats, no joke, and so in order for us to clean properly, she had to herd the cats, which if anyone's ever tried is really impossible. Herd the cats in one room, we'd clean everything else, and then she'd let them come out to this. She'd have to herd them to another room, and then we'd have to clean. So it was really like a bunch of shifting around. So yeah, that's something we're definitely used to and not surprised when that happens. What would you tell someone, especially the Yelpers? I know there's Yelp leaders, people who post a review about every business they're with and every restaurant they eat at. So what would you tell someone who's considering hiring us to do carpet, upholstery, tile, and grout area rugs?
Yeah, I think there are most services that I am looking for. I want competitive quotes. I want to
Yeah,
understand what the landscape is. But if it is your first experience, and you are like indexing on price, just be aware that you may have to redo it, or you may
yeah,
have to start over.
yeah.
That was definitely something that I think I even sent you a message. I was like, oh, I might regret this, but I'm gonna try it. And then the next day came back to grovel.
That was no, it was so great. It was because, but you're being a strategic shopper,
Right.
and I do the same thing. I'm like, listen, you're gonna repair my garage. I want 3 guys to tell me somewhat close in value. Okay, that's what the market bears. That's what it is. I'll go with the guy who's got 60 reviews instead of 40 or whatever. So yeah, I'm the exact same way. Um, was there anything else we could have done differently? Tell on us. What could we have maybe, yeah, what would you have liked to see that you didn't that we could have done differently?
Oh, I don't think there was anything that I would have hoped would have gone differently. Other than I wish I just would have known more about like the industry beforehand, but that's on me.
God, oh, this industry, I've owned the company for, my wife and I started it 6 years ago, and still to this day, whether it's a process or an extraction or an odor, I'm challenged every single day. So trust me, you would not be able to grasp. So that's what I always tell folks: hire a professional or someone who's rated highly on Yelp and Google, and let the proof be in the pudding. Let the proof be in the work. And then for us, especially too, Lauren, if someone opts in for our best cleaning and they're not happy with the result, then we're a locally family-owned company. Our reputation means way more to us. A one-star review kills us more than $1,000 in our bank. I'd rather do it, whether partial refund or correct the issue, because I want you to cheerlead for me and become a lifer.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I think
So
like, we're in a neighborhood with an HOA and we have like a shared list of vendors. So
wow,
yeah,
yeah.
I think that it seemed like you all felt very aware of like the reputation and that importance. Both like the folks I communicated with via like Yelp and text, and then Randy as well. So
Yeah, from the office to the field.
yeah,
Cool, that's good. Scale of 1 to 10, how likely are you to recommend our service?
10. I'm gonna add you to the list
20 is what you're
for the
supposed to
neighborhood. Yeah.
say. Lovely, that's great. Anything else you'd like to add? I'm all done.
I think just like there's a difference between 4.5 and 5 stars.
Mm,
And it's worth like investing in some time to click through those one star reviews and understand why people have had a bad experience, even if it adds up to 4.5 stars.
yeah. One thing, a cleaner and a competitor in a different state said, what he tells his clients is, okay, they might have 4,000 reviews, right, on Google or something, but when was the last one posted? If it's been 2.5 years, oh my gosh, have I gone through employees and changes and different processes? It's looking for the latest reviews too. Like, okay, is this guy out cleaning every single day? Like, what are they doing? So no, that's good. That's good. Well, Miss Lauren, thank you so much. You're getting a sweet
Absolutely.
discount on the next cleaning. So lots
Great.
of carpet. Again, we repair carpet, we stretch it. I call myself the Clark Kent of carpet. So I'm the Superman. So whatever you need done, we'll get her done. We recently started doing bleach repair.
Oh,
So
great.
yeah, so if you got bleach spots by the laundry room, or a lot of acne medication has benzoyl peroxide, which will strip out the color to carpet. And there's like little dots running. And of course, you deal with it for so long, but then you're like, I just want to get it fixed. So instead of cutting all those out and patching it, I had to learn a different solution. So we just, with the syringe, I find the color formula that matches, or at least brings it back to where it was, and then re-dye it back as if nothing ever happened. So that's a cool thing.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
So thank you again, Miss Lauren, for taking the time out of your day. You're going to be blessed by it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we'll talk soon. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks so much.
All right, dear.
Okay. Take care. Bye.